Hello everyone. Welcome to another video. So, we are here in my, in the Pain of Remembrance story. I hope you guys can hear me and such. I'm doing this without a mic because I was an idiot. I tried to set up live stream and for some reason the live stream, when I tried to end it, it did not cut off, and so now I'm panicking in the inside. But hey, that's fine. Now I'm doing this video style. So here we are. You guys probably see this, The Pain of Remembrance. This is a story that I've read multiple times, and I am very pleased with this story. Like, you guys have no idea how much the story brings me joy, because this story was made by Sammysnowflake. This story right here is the greatest story I think I've read in a hot minute. The grammar, everything's great. Thank you, Sammysnowflake. Let's just hop right into this, I guess. I'll try my best to do voices. I am going to say this now. I am not the best at that. But anyways, Brian's point of view. I didn't know what I was expecting. I mean, climbing the largest roller coaster in the park. Not one of my brightest ideas. Helpy, I cried, wobbling slightly. The world looks so tiny from up here, and I wasn't even at the highest peak. Helpy, you said you wouldn't do this again. The small AI paid no mind, and instead putting down a camera. Helpy, please, we're gonna fall. The wind blew harder. The closer I moved to where she was, I could feel myself becoming more and more unstable. You can't stop me, Brian! And I will make it this time. She placed down a minecart, not meeting in my eyes. Everything seemed to go in slow motion. 1 minute, Helpy was getting ready to jump in the cart. The next, the same cart was barreling towards me at inhuman speed. My heart broke. My heart beat. It was all I could hear. Not the wind that threatened to knock me off, not the alarmed cries of my friends below, not even the sound of the cart screeching against the rails. The car slammed against my body, my kneecaps, He's sending unbearable pain through them. I could feel myself fall forward, the cart not stopping as I fell onto its seat, withering in pain. Brian! Helpy cried out, just as the cart derailed. I'm not quite sure what happened next, but from what I can remember, it was painful. My stomach dropped as the cart plummeted to the ground. My head banged against the inner walls. Someone catch him! Rockstar Freddy screamed from down below. His voice was becoming more and more distant, despite me coming closer and closer. I could feel my heart stop. I tensed, getting ready for the impact. Suddenly I was on the ground. The cart tipped on its side. My face pressed painfully on the concrete. Pain seemed to be coming from everywhere, every direction. Brian! Someone called from somewhere. My mind was beginning to swirl. Well, it was too hard to tell who it was. Helpy! Call an ambulance! Freddy, help me get this cart off him! Maybe Foxy? Not even the voice got down, and I looked at me straight. I couldn't tell who it was. I couldn't move. It was too painful. Or maybe it was the fact that my legs were being crushed by a crossed ride. When we lift him up, we need you to put him out. Okay, Happy? My head pounded. I couldn't focus. My already blurred eyesight seemed to worsen as I felt cold animatronic hands grab under my armpits. You're gonna be okay, sweetie. A comforting voice echoed. All right. On 3. 1, 2, 3. The pain seemed to explode. To an unbearable amount. I couldn't help to scream a pain that rushed my throat. Set him down! Set him down! I couldn't could feel tears streaming down my face. Why did I start to cry? Foxy, are his legs supposed to be like that? Happy Frog asked. The pain in my head seemed to double, triple even. It was as if someone was taking a hammer to my skull, beating it over and over again. Is there supposed to be this much blood? They're on their way! Hopi came running towards us. She fell to her knees, hugging my hand. I'm sorry, Brian. She buried her cold metal face into my palm. I should have listened to you. Please don't die. My chest heaved painfully. It was as if the breath was actually being stabbed over and over again. Hopi, you're hurting him. Let go. I began to cough, someone rolling me onto my stomach. The distant sounds of sirens captivated my thoughts. People began to scream. Humans ran forward, aggressively touching me. Another scream escaped me. As the new people picked me up, black dogs began to dance in my vision. We're losing him, a voice cried. Something was placed on my mouth. My jaw forced open. I turned my head to look at my animatronics. Each was still as a statue. The last thing I remembered was a little golden bear hiding behind Freddy before falling into the dark abyss of my unconscious. Oh, wow, we're only 6 minutes in, and boy, was that a whirlwind, guys. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yeah. We watched as the humans, Freddy's point of view. We all watched as the humans took Brian away. His form mangled, broken. We wouldn't be surprised if he had passed out before he hit the ground. Well, I guess he wouldn't have screamed if he had been. The pain he must have been feeling. The fact that he was still alive and didn't die on impact was a miracle. As soon as we saw the last human leave, the security puppet gave us the signal to move again. What were you thinking? Screamed Foxy, marching over to the small AI bear. The bear shrunk away, hiding behind Happy Frog. Look, I never meant for this to happen. And a look of pure terror and guilt crossed her face. I didn't think he would follow me. The pirate glared daggers at Helpy. You promised you wouldn't do that again. You could almost see him shake with anger. I suddenly saw a flash of black and red out of the corner of my eyes. Lefty, I called behind me. Is that you? A strained whine came from the black bear. I turned around to see his face scrunching in a combination of worry and sadness. Something I never wanted to see on such a joyful animatronic. His eyes glittered, yet I knew there weren't tears. That didn't make me feel pity for him any less. I looked back over my shoulder to make sure no one was watching. Foxy glared at the others, who were distracted by blood that had been left by Brian. Quickly, I opened my arms ever so slightly, glanced at Lefty before looking away. This is so stupid. And I thought to myself, why am I the one comforting him? I'm the last person who... My mind seemed to shut down as warm black fur flooded my vision. His arms wrapped around my center, so tight it was as if he were afraid that if he'd let go, everything would disappear. I saw what happened, he muttered into my suit's fur. Well, I understand why he did it. I don't think we should blame Helpy. Awkwardly, I wrapped my arm around his shoulders. I was not made to give comfort, especially not after I basically told Lefty he was disposable. We all knew she would have done it again. She doesn't obey orders. But thanks to that, she got Brian hurt. I mumbled, trying to keep my voice low. A small humming noise vibrated through my chest. It was weird. Even though I was made of metal, I could still feel. Yeah, but Brian knew too. It was his choice to go up there. He could have let it play out like last time. He knew the dangers of going up there. Lefty sniffed. At least, I hope he did. Brian's point of view. Something wasn't right. I knew. I couldn't open my eyes. I couldn't move my body. All I could do was float in what seemed to be a black, inky void. Old head injury. Reopen. Have any family? A voice called into the darkness. It seemed so close, yet so far away. I tried to move my neck, my eyes, my something, but it was as if I was in concrete, one that was drying the longer I was here. Repossession? Dead? Adopted parents? I tried to focus on the voices to hear what they were trying to say, but every other word was cut off, making my mind spin. Needle, please. Get the defibrillator. The voice was becoming more and more distant. I could feel myself fall further and further into darkness. Claire! Suddenly the voice was louder, making my ears ache. The last thing I remember was the sound of a steady beep. Beep, 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 into an inky void. Brian? Oh, okay, 11 minutes. This is awkward. Michael, Chapter 3, Michael's point of view. There you are! I yelled at my little brother once again. He shivered in fear under the party table. Good one, Michael. Freddie Mass laughed. Hands dove underneath the table, pulling Chris out from his hiding spot. How about little man here gives the kiss to old Fredbear? The one with the Bonnie mask cackled. Michael, please don't! Chris screamed, struggling in my friend's grasp. Oh, look, he's trembling he's trembling, he's so excited. My hooded eyes locked into Chris's terrified ones. Dread and despair filled my body. Yet, I tried to push it down. No way was I going to look like a coward in front of my friends. I cleared my throat, making sure my voice was loud enough to hear amongst the loudspeakers. Oh, come on, Chris. We all know you love Fredbear. I leaned down and picked up his legs. What's one kiss gonna hurt? The friend in the Chica mask scoffed. Probably the only kiss he'll ever get. I tried to keep my anger down. I'm so glad I was wearing a mask. Chris tried to kick, tears of fear soaking his shirt. Michael, please don't do this. The sound of the kids around us was blocking out any screams from the other parents, including our own. Even crying Chris seemed to put up a fight. An anxious feeling began to spread. Chris never was this scared of the robots. Ha! Have a little fun, you little punk! Freddie yelled as we approached the bear. It all happened so fast. 1 minute we were all laughing, holding my only sibling left to the old golden animatronic. The next, blood was seeping out of the said bear's mouth. Oh, shoot! Someone yelled from behind. Yo, the kid ain't moving. I felt my shoulder begging me to follow, but all I could see was Chris. Michael, we need to go. I ripped the hand away from me, taking a step closer. Chris. He's out of it. Let's go. I rested my hands on the soft yellow fur now coated in blood. No, this couldn't be right. It was only a joke. Only a stupid prank. Carefully, I touched my sibling's body. It was already as cold as ice. Chris, please. I'm sorry. I suddenly screamed. I ripped off the foxy mask, throwing it to the floor. Please don't do this to me. I'm sorry. I could feel my own tears begin to fall. Oh, you too, please. I can't lose another sibling. A group of big, strong arms began to pull me away. Chris's body began moving further and further away. No, Chris! Chris! I cried as I bolted upward. Everything was dark. Everything was blurry. Michael? Someone called from beyond the void of black. I could feel myself trembling, hyperventilating. My yellow eyes darted everywhere, looking for the danger. Michael, are you okay? My hands darted to the side of me, searching desperately for my glasses. I could feel my heart, my heavy feet coming my way. No! I wheezed slightly. He cursed as if I knocked my glasses to the floor. Stay back! Don't move, Fredbear! A shadow loomed over me, the only light coming from the computer across the room. I know Fredbear! The shadow what seemed like sadness. I'm ready to work. The thing clapped its hands. A blinding light made me shut my eyes. The thing moved closer, stopping beside the side of my pull-out bed. Michael K? I could hear the strain in every gear in the robot's body, and he screamed. Suddenly, something was placed on my hand. I cracked my eyes open to see something silver placed in purple skin. With shaky hands, I placed my glasses on my face. I then wiped my head to the side, only to be met with black, beady eyes. Ready? I managed to croak out. Said animatronic, smiling, patted my messy purple locks. Yep, no Fredbear. I'm ready. I can't help but smile that seemed to slip my face. Michael hurt? Reddy asked, sitting on the end of the bed. Reddy heard screaming. I winced as the bed groaned under the animatronic's weight, and the fact I screamed, No, Reddy, I'm fine. I just had a bad dream. Despite him having a metal face, Reddy seemed to grow more concerned. What dream about? He looked so innocent looking at me, his metal eyebrows scratched in concern. Green Man kill kid? I couldn't help but involuntarily flinch at the mention of my dad. Not this time, buddy. I tried to steady myself without looking, and I reached behind my pillow. Soft, warm fabric tickled my hand. You get plushie from machine? Reddy asked. I had to stop myself from laughing. You get me one too? I held up the yellow stuffed bear close to my chest. Sure, but this one isn't from a claw machine. I tilted my head down, basking in the scent of the toy. In fact, you can't even find a plushie like this anymore. Suddenly, a loud ringing filled the purple room. Both I and Reddy flinched, and at the sudden high pitch. And Reddy stood up, answering the phone. Hello, I Reddy. He yelled into the receiver. No, he not here. Yeah, I do not know. Okay, bye. He hung up the phone when making his way to the bed. Who was that? I asked, my curiosity now high. I mean, who would call a pizzeria at... I checked my watch. 12:31? Oh, that right there. He's looking for a big boss man. He said, crisscross on the bed. Bad business owner in hospital. It took me a second to process what he said. Brian's in the hospital? I don't know why I asked the way I did, or even why I cared. Reddy shook his head fiercely. Yeah, Right Bear said he fall off roller coaster. He need ambulance. Despair suddenly filled my body, a familiar feeling returning. Okay, well, night, Reddy. I croaked out, suddenly flopping back down. I held the toy tight. I felt something lay beside me. Good night, smaller green man. Wow, Alright, chapter 4. hard because I kind of have to modify my voice. Actually, hold on. Let me just go ahead and pull up another app real quick. Hold on. Voice mod. Come on, open. Okay. Oh, that's loading. Yeah, we're just letting this load, bud. Or, not bud. We're just letting this load. Okay, there it is. Alright, here we are.